Well, hello my beautiful Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your major quickie. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Without further ado, let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Taurus. This is a major quickie for those of you who are on the go and cannot commit to the longer messages that I do. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? Thank you so much. We have the Tower. Dun, dun, dun. What an opening. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know? We have the High Priestess. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card as I believe that is my energy and not the message you're meant to receive. Everyone is different. There is no right or wrong way. So please fast forward during those moments because I don't like to waste anyone's time, but I won't rush the messages and pick the cards for you. So we have the Tower to start. Just to let you know, we ended on the Chariot there. This is the White Witch Tarot. For those of you who are interested, it's a series of major arcana cards to get the overall energy of what we're dealing with. And we have the Tower. So they're giving me an indication with this Tower card that there is some sort of surprise that's coming from the universe that you were not expecting. It may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but it is to shake up any kind of energy that you may have felt stagnant in. A lot of people get a little bit nervous when they see the Tower card. I do not attach negativity to this card because the energy that I'm reading from it is that it's something, as I said, like a surprise, something unexpected, an unexpected event or something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, something that you did not plan for. Now, of course, humans, they do not like change that is suddenly put upon them, but I really feel it's a little bit of a nudge from the universe. So if you've been sitting on the fence about making a decision about something or moving forward with a plan, your set of circumstances are going to get a little bit hot under the collar, feeling a little bit uncomfortable until you have to make a decision to move. Okay, that's what this card represents. Also, there is a triggering, a lightning bolt moment that opens your third eye chakra, your third eye there, and opens your crown chakra. Because it's making you check in with your intuition, because they're suggesting here that there's something blocked. You're blocking something on purpose and procrastinating perhaps on a decision to move forward about something. You may have felt like your energy was spiraling a little bit because they're really highlighting the spirals in this card. I don't often get that energy from this card, but they're really showing me that you may have known that you need to do something, but you've been putting it off. Okay, so this Tower card, if you think about the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, a lightning bolt hits the crown chakra, the crown on top of the Tower there, and it sets the Tower on fire. Two figures leap into the unknown. If they stayed where they were, which is a perceived safety in the Tower, the building is on fire. So they'd be in pain, perhaps even worse fate. It's like the universe sent an act of God to make them move out of their stagnant position, stuck in a very high tower way above everybody else, okay? Where it feels like perhaps you felt a little bit cut off from the world at the moment because of what's been going on around the world, and it's time to shake things up a little bit is what they're giving me. Now, it is to help you. We got the High Priestess card. This is a Virgo energy here. It feels like something is going to be revealed. Perhaps there was some sort of secret that comes to the surface, perhaps a secret that you were keeping, Taurus, or someone was keeping from you that you did not want to be revealed. Perhaps that's what's going to be revealed with this. When you get the High Priestess energy card, it's about some sort of secret or mystery coming to the surface, something you've been wondering about here. Now, they're also indicating, oh, I got a breeze coming in through with this. They're indicating some sort of higher learning, and that's what you've been putting off. And it feels like the Tower moment comes on in to push you to either get to your studies, whatever it is that you're studying there. Perhaps you've been putting it off, procrastinating. They're really, they're highlighting two things here. One is some sort of higher learning or perhaps spiritual practice that you meditation, that sort of thing that you may have been putting off. some sort of higher learning that will help you in the future. Perhaps you have some sort of mode of study. But also they're indicating some sort of healing that you may have been putting off that involves another person. So perhaps somebody hurt you in the past and you kind of buried it, put a plaster on it and thought, you know, I'm going to move on. But recently it started to resurface. Thoughts, you know, 3 a.m. thoughts coming on in there, and you've been trying to put a lid on it, move it to the side, but it keeps coming back. And when it comes back, it comes bigger and bigger and bigger until you just cannot ignore it anymore. And that's the Tower moment. They want you to face it because this is the antagonist energy. So this is the resistance energy. The energy that you have to overcome and face there. So you may have felt clouded about it or try to block it in some way, but they want you to overcome this. Because it's going to give healing, okay? It is an ascension that you're preventing yourself from moving forward by trying to push this away. Now, they're also indicating something to do with the reproductive organs, okay? Now, you may feel like you were trying to, even though we got the reproductive organs, they're actually giving me about giving birth to some sort of project, not just a child, to some sort of project, some sort of idea, and you may have felt blocked, okay? So there is going to be a bit of a lightning bolt moment here that helps you move through this stagnant energy. It's here to shake things up, basically. And you're going to overcome this block and you're going to be able to move forward and be able to birth that idea, that project, or whatever it is you're studying for. You're going to move forward. It's going to help you move towards your abundance. We have the unifying energy as the Chariot card. So this is taking action. So basically the whole spread is giving me that you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. There's going to be a bit of a surprise there, but it's essentially to make you take some sort of action in order to move forward, because they recognize with that Tower card that you're stuck in some sort of stagnant energy, and you've got more abundance available to you to come towards you, and they want you to move towards it as well. This is Cancerian energy, and this is about either taking a spiritual journey. So if it's about spiritual practice that you're learning about and you've been putting off, perhaps meditation, law of attraction, you know, even some sort of exercise. They're actually showing me things like Pilates and things like that. You may have been shying away from it, but they want you to move forward in this because there's a lot of ascension here. They want you almost to look at the shadow side so that you can see the light, okay? So it may feel like it's heavy to look at, but actually it really helps growth here. It leads to a lot of peace. Now, occasionally I get this energy from this card, not often. Some of you may be thinking about buying a car and going on some sort of actual physical journey. Travel. It feels like the world is your oyster. Things are starting to open up to you after a period of feeling really stuck. And I know that's an obvious thing to say with what's been going on around the world at the moment. This feels a little bit more personal, okay? So you may have felt stuck in your life or your job or your relationship, but something's coming along, some sort of reveal. It makes the emotions bubble to the surface. Trust in your intuition. It will guide you, okay? And it's going to lead you to a very extraordinary, abundant time, actually, very successful time. When you get this card, this is ambition, drive. You know, it's like you finding your mojo again and moving forward to claim what you truly deserve. But as long as you trust in your intuition and your gut instinct, you know, you'll be right on track. And with that Chariot card, it's the overall energy, so it suggests you are right where you're meant to be. But during that stuck energy, you're meant to learn something, okay? Because that High Priestess is there. So there's some sort of higher learning involved in feeling stuck, you know, dealing with this blocked energy to perhaps manifest something really new and exciting in order to help you move forward. Now, I'm using the Good Tarot to get what they would like to talk to you about. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. Now, just to let you know, we do not use reversals in this particular deck. That's the stipulation of the deck. So uprights only, just to let you know. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know regarding this major quickie. It's a check-in for mid-September, just to let you know of the time frame. The World. Oh yeah, look at that. You got the Chariot crossed by the World. So definite travel, perhaps, you know, getting this car or some sort of mode of transport to either travel somewhere or, you know, go off, see the world, emigrate. There's big things coming here. We'll get to that in a moment. I jumped the gun there. I'm a little bit excited by that energy that's just burst on in here for me. So we have the Eight of Fire. Very powerful energy when you got that Eight of Fire, okay? This is gathering momentum. So during that time of feeling stuck and that you didn't have any ideas, or, you know, you felt fed up, you lost your mojo, there's actually a transformation happening, okay? Momentum was building. You were recouping your energy, firing up almost, okay? The Eight of Fire is like the Eight of Wands, okay? So it was a time, there was still action happening. It may not have been physical action, but there was some sort of like your energy is powering up here. Now, they're suggesting here that momentum is building, and you're using like the power of spirit and your power, your inner strength for transformation in order to travel to either new territories or, you know, have new experiences, whether this is in the career, because, you know, fire is about passion. It's about what you're trying to achieve. Perhaps you're looking at other avenues of how to move forward, but using the passion that you have for what you do. It feels like the very beginning of an adventure of discovery, not just in the spiritual sense, but also on the career sense, on the passion sense, you know, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It's so interesting. You've got all fire and the world. It feels like, you know, you're about to set the world on fire with either your ideas or whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, whether it's you know, an entrepreneurial job that you know, some sort of business that you've set up by yourself. It feels like you're about to take off. Okay, so there's going to be, and as I said, when you get, it's over the Tower card, so there's some sort of surprise, and people often associate the Tower with a negative surprise because it's something they're not expecting. This seems like it's a very good surprise, a very positive surprise that allows you to actually move forward in the direction of your dreams. Okay, so also we have the Panda. Now, as we know that pandas, they sit around all day, they eat their bamboo and they sort of roll around, have fun. They're kind of in one position. They're just, you know, sometimes they feel a bit lethargic. So after a period of feeling a little bit stuck in the same position, along comes that burst of fire, okay? Interesting also that pandas, they're very unique, okay? There's a lot of originality about them. So after a time of feeling like homely and stuck in the same sort of position, as I said, you're fanning this figure here, she's fanning the flames of desire for whatever it is. Now, they're indicating at the moment for me, it seems to be more of a career thing. We're going to go deeper using the Light Seers Tarot, but I'm getting an energy of whatever creative avenue or career that sort of sets your soul on fire. You're starting. You're on the path. Okay. Also, when you get this card, sorry, they're not finished with this card. There's some sort of quick change that arrives. Okay. So this surprise it's super speedy, okay, and it's very successful news. So exciting, abundant news coming on in that makes you do a little bit of a whoa, this is happening. Okay, there's a lot of freedom here, but it feels like a transformative energy. Okay, so you may have felt like you weren't prepared for it, or you need to do a little bit more learning on it. It feels very much like, Taurus, you're going to be learning on the job, okay, because it's happening. There's no more waiting, it's happening. And we have the Four of Fire here. Four of Fire indicates like a creative new phase. You know, you're rebirthing this project or this idea, something that, as I said, leads to some sort of higher learning, some sort of ascension in a career. It's very successful. It's about, fours are about the foundations, okay? So you're finding some sort of pleasure and harmony, not only in your relationships, because as I said, there's some sort of healing that needs to go on in this situation from something in the past. Now, this could be a rift between you and a friend. It could be a love relationship. At the moment, they're indicating just relationships in general, because this is a major quickie. I'm using surface energy. I might pull a card in a moment to see a little bit clearer on this. But as you can see, with that Four of Fire, it feels like very much like you're the Pied Piper, and everybody's looking to you for the creative ideas. You're making sweet music kind of thing in your whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, whatever you're trying to achieve there. And also it feels very much like people are coming together to celebrate your uniqueness, in that you've done this all by yourself. You're getting this thing off the ground all by yourself. Okay, very creative phase. There's a lot of peace around this card. Also, you're drawing your soul tribe towards you to help you get this creative project off the ground. Now, if you're working on your own, it feels like this soul tribe is coming together to support you up, like in celebration, because there's success here. There's just a lot of success, which is incredible. This energy is really powerful. Okay, they just asked me to indicate the numbers. So the numbers, if we've got the 8 of Fire, 8 when it comes to the major arcanas it's the Strength card, okay? It's about courage to move forward, and action your dreams, but also knowing your worth, self-love, self-respect, and knowing your boundaries as you move forward. And the four, of course, in major arcana is the Emperor. So you're leading forward, as I was saying there, with some sort of strategy, some sort of planning, a lot of respect. It's an entrepreneurial kind of number, okay? But it's based on solid foundations. Now we do have the World card. Yes, this is major arcana card, and this is about perspective. You're being called to shift your perspective on something, and it's the end of some sort of cycle that allows you, some sort of cycle that was making you feel stuck, allows you to move forward. Really feels like your whole perspective on your lifestyle, or your whole perspective on Earth, it just changes from something really cloudy, can you see there, to something very much in sharp vision. You're seeing things super clearly in order to move on. It feels very much like you've got no fear in order to move forward. The Earth is your playground, and you feel more kind of like good in your skin, and knowing that what is for you is meant for you. Feels like you're aligning yourself here with what you're truly meant to be here for, and a lot of miracles are coming your way. It feels like, as you can see, we got the Sun there, and there's a lock, okay? And it feels like you hold the key to this. You're on your way to happiness, because the Sun is the most abundant, successful card in the deck, really, for me. So it feels like you're moving forward with success on your mind, and you're moving towards happiness. Very powerful energy, but also that secondary energy here that you may be relocating for a job or an opportunity, or you may be just doing a little bit of extra travel. Perhaps you're even thinking about taking a vacation. There's some sort of movement here. Now this could be, as I said, out of state, moving home. It could be emigration. It really feels like you're moving forward, not just spiritually. There is a possibility of some sort of physical movement, so either buying a car, thinking about going on a road trip, something, but it really feels like you're moving towards success. It's very powerful energy. I really love it. Now we're just going to go to the Light Seers Tarot to gauge a little bit more about what it is they're interesting. They're just actually showing me an image right now of a grapefruit. It's like a pink grapefruit. It's kind of like orangey yellow on the outside, and a little bit of blush of pink there. Yeah, pink grapefruit. So either you're eating it as you listen to this reading, or you just bought some, or grapefruit is, maybe you're painting a grapefruit, I don't know. I'm just seeing the actual fruit. Grapefruit is kind of like bittersweet, so perhaps this success is coming after something that's very bittersweet. Perhaps the move is bittersweet. You don't really want to move, but actually there's a lot of success and abundance on the other side. It feels bittersweet there. Or perhaps you're taking I don't know why they gave me this, but this is obviously for somebody. Perhaps you're taking grapefruit to naturally lower your cholesterol. Okay, I do apologize about that noise that's in the background. My neighbors are doing a little bit of DIY this weekend, so great for them, not so great for me or you. Oh, interesting. So yeah, they're indicating here, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know regarding, thank you so much. Yeah, okay. So interesting. You may not have been talking to somebody, okay? It feels like somebody you were not talking to, or you had some sort of argument with, someone who you feel did you wrong verbally, was not in their power, and you felt very stuck with this situation. This is the energy that is the resistance energy. They're highlighting here that someone is refusing to heal this situation. Now, I feel like, Taurus, it's a very stubborn energy I'm getting, so don't shoot the messenger, but I'm getting an indication that it's you that's shying away from this person because they did you wrong in some way, and you feel like, you know what, it's out of your hands. If it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be, but it feels like you're not talking to this person, so therefore you're kind of refusing to move forward with it. I mean, if they're not talking to you, why should you go to them? Absolutely not. I'm just going to read the energy a little bit more with this King of Swords. Yeah, some sort of verbal abuse, some sort of argument here, where people didn't engage their emotions. They were very cutting. They said things that perhaps they didn't mean, but you know, when it's out there already, it's too late. I mean, the damage is done. Now, it came as a bit of a surprise to you. I'm going to pull a card on it because I'm not sure if this is a romantic interest or if this is somebody that was in your friend zone or family. Someone who could have a Gemini placement there. They did not act in wisdom, okay? They were very flippant and very cutting in their words. And with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it feels like it's out of your control, but you feel a little bit stuck with the situation. It feels like you think this person did not have your best interests at heart anyway, so why should you try? Okay, now the Star card in the reverse, it suggests there's no healing of this rift at this present time, but there's also someone ignoring. It's an ignoring energy. So moving forward, I feel like you, Taurus, are ignoring the situation because we have the High Priestess in this particular position, which feels like you're blocking it. Okay, now obviously if the person was an absolute douche, I mean, absolutely do not go back to that person. But it feels like this was an important relationship or friendship, and it's at a stalemate at this present moment in time. It feels like both parties, as you can see either side, they're not willing to come together in unison to even have a turning point. It feels like done and done. But there's a little bit of thought process between you both where you recognize, you know, you'd like to heal it, but nobody's doing it. I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to pull a card on it. Can you pull a card, please? Can you please clarify this King of Swords? 8 of Coins in the reverse, okay? So they're suggesting there is repair work to be done here. This person needs to, either you or this person, because I feel it's very stubborn energy, in order to come together, because it feels a bit like they are a missing piece either of a group or they are a missing piece of your life. And it feels like both of you really want to do the repair work, but neither are stepping up to. It feels like the blame game, okay? Nobody's going to take the rap for this one, and it feels like there is a stuck energy. But also, it feels like, Taurus, you don't have time to think about this right now because you've got your prosperity path starting to take action, so you're moving forward really quickly. Ace of Cups. So they're indicating for me that this is a love relationship, and it feels like this person will break. This person is going to come towards you. Ace of Cups here is an offer of, you know, love. So there is a lot of love here, and there will be a period of peace, but there needs to be repair work if you want to make this happen. Okay, there needs to be some solid discourse that's grounded in some sort of practicality to repair the damages of what's been done here. Now, it feels right now like the damage cannot be repaired at this present moment in time, but perhaps time will heal that. The Ace of Cups, it suggests that this relationship has the potential to be something important, okay, that can lead to a more solid investment in love. But it feels very much like that's way down the line, okay? Your prosperity and this, perhaps this is this falling out or this disagreement or misunderstanding, perhaps misconstruing a situation, has come from the fact that either you or the person are relocating or in some way, you know, change the dynamics in the connection, okay? But there is a lot of love here. So there is a potential for you to repair this situation if you would like to. Now I'm just going to pull a card. Oh no, they said no, go for the same deck. I'm going to pull a card, as I said, on this High Priestess energy, which is the energy that I was picking up. They've actually clarified it here for me, but I'll just pull a card just in case. The High Priestess, can you please clarify? Thank you so much. The Magician. Okay, so it's about manifesting new beginnings, and also what you think about, you bring about, okay? So the Magician card, you've been trying to manifest this wonderful, exciting new beginning to move yourself forward. You're turning those visions into reality, and you're just blocking your intuition a little bit. It may have even come from this situation where there was an argument with somebody and it got you all up in a tiz, okay? Well, it feels worse than a tiz. I do apologize. That word tiz is not, I feel it was quite a sharp, cutting ending in this connection. But you can manifest whatever you want here, okay? So the Magician has turned up to show you that there is magic in the situation when you align yourself with your intuition. You can, you know, whatever it is that you desire that's in your mind, you can have in your hand. So be careful what you wish for. If you're wishing for this person to come forward towards you to talk, that is a possibility. As you can see, there's a lot of love here that will lead to a higher level commitment, but you have to, there is some sort of repair work that needs to be done here, okay? Because there's been a bit of damage done there. As this is only surface energy, I can only give you that, but you can manifest this new beginning. Also remember that when you're using visualization, because it's over the High Priestess card, when you're using things like, you know, spiritual practices like law of attraction, visualization, meditation, remember the visions, they normally stir up some sort of emotion in you, okay? That fire that we got here. Allow that to happen, because when you attach the emotion to the vision, that's when you create the reality, okay? Very important. There are infinite possibilities for you to manifest your dreams. And it looks like you're going to be very successful in doing so, okay? But remember that in order to move forward, the overall energy of the whole reading, you have to take action, okay? Okay, my beautiful Taurus, let's get you a Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid to close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know regarding the situation? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. We have no place like home, but it's in the reverse. So it suggests you're moving, or, you know, you're either spiritually trying to find where home is and move towards that, or you're actually physically moving away from home to somewhere else. It is number 50. I'll just show you in the upright there. It's number 50. And when you reduce it, it is 5 plus 0 is 5. So that's about obstacles. So overcoming some sort of obstacles in order to move on to something that feels more comfortable. Okay. Interesting. You start with an act of God from the Tower that comes along to make you feel uncomfortable, to shake up all of this change. The argument with somebody or falling out with somebody, distance, it's made you feel uncomfortable in order to repair, to come back together stronger, equally for your work situation. Now I'm just going to read the protection message for you because you got it in the reverse. 50. And it says, there There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll always get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things that you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. Okay, wow, that really does sum up this reading. Also, as I was reading that, they were giving me a message which was, when you're manifesting, don't say things like, I don't want someone who's like this. I don't want to be there. I don't. When you say I don't, the universe just hears the actual. They don't hear the negative or the positive. Whatever you focus on, you get, okay? So have you ever noticed whenever you wake up in the morning and you're in a bit of a grouchy mood and you stump your toe and you shout a lot, and then things just get worse. I don't want to be in this job. I hate this job, blah, blah, blah. More of the negativity comes. But when you're having an awesome day, more awesome things come towards you, okay? When you raise vibrations. So I'm just going to give you a trinket before we go, my beautiful Taurus. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful... Wow, we got the lock. Okay, so that is the lock here, the lock on the Sun card. This is the lock to unlock. There it is locked, so you have the key to unlock this to find your happiness. Okay, very important, and it's very unique, very ornate. So whatever idea this is, you're about to unlock it all, because this is a locked padlock here. You're about to unlock it all by moving forward and taking action. They want it on the World card and the Chariot. Wonderful energy, Taurus. I'm very excited for you. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Now, as I said, this is a major quickie, so I will be doing my usual longer messages, but this is for people who cannot commit to the longer ones. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurus. Love and light.